How's everybody doing today? I just wanted to make this video talking about the new game that is coming out on Friday of this week, Friday the 13th, Octopath Traveler. Now, this game has pretty much been my most anticipated Nintendo Switch game, aside from Breath of the Wild coming out on launch, because that's a completely different story. But this game is supposed to be like the next big JRPG coming to the Switch from Square Enix, and I don't know, I just wanted to make this video to kind of give my early thoughts and impressions. I will be forward with you guys. I have not played the demo. I tried the original demo that came out way back when, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna come back to it when the game releases. I don't want to have any kind of experience spoils. I want to go in pretty much blind. So aside from the original announcements and the trailer sprinkled here and there, I don't know too much about this game other than it looks freaking beautiful and the gameplay looks fantastic, and I'm really excited for those aspects. However, I do want to talk about some things that I have been seeing on the internet recently with the game coming out this Friday. Like I said, obviously, big YouTube company names, GameSpot, IGN, GameXplain, they all have their early copies, and they've been playing the game for, I don't know, maybe even like a month now at this point, but getting those reviews ready. And they've been slowly releasing more and more videos as these embargoes are starting to lift on the information they can say. And one of the videos I saw the other day was from GameSpot, and it kind of made me think a little bit about this game and one of the problems that it may have. Now, what that is it was kind of the two guys on GameSpot. I don't really know who they are. I don't really care who they are. But they kind of sat down and they were just talking about their experience with the game and what they thought so far playing through it. And I believe the one guy said he was about 30 hours in. And the way that the story was structured was in a way that because if you don't know Octopath Traveler, it's about these eight characters and their different stories and how they all kind of come together and form this team through this quest, and they each have their own little story segments. And what he was saying is that each of these characters and their story seems very, very self-contained within itself, right? So you'll have Ulbrich, the warrior, and he's got his story. And you got chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. And no matter how many party members you have, like you can get all 8, you can have 3 of them, it doesn't change the way the story is structured and how it flows. So like when you're going through, the story will be like, it'll just be referring to Ulbrich, and it's kind of like he's going through the story, and there's no real mention of you having this big group. Like they made there was this point saying that when you go to recruit another character and start their chapter, there's a moment where it's like, oh, I'm almost saying this verbatim from a video, I can't remember which one, but they said like, oh, you're really going to fight all those that big monster alone or whatever, and at that time the person had like 6 people in their party, and it's like, no, not really going to fight alone. But it's just that self-contained thing and that lack of intertwining grander story that we may be missing from Octopath Traveler, and I really hope that's not the case. Like I said, these guys in this video, they didn't seem like they were necessarily too far into the game. Like I think they were talking about maybe like chapter 2 or 3 at that point, or maybe they didn't even mention chapters, I don't know. Anyways, it was just a point that was brought up that really made me kind of think about this game and possible flaws it could have. And I really hope that's not the case. I really hope it's not the case. I'm buying the game anyways. Today I just went to GameStop and finished paying off my pre-order, so I'm getting the game, I'm getting it on Friday, and I'm going to play the hell out of it. That is for sure. But it is coming out Friday the 13th, so who knows, maybe it'll get struck with some bad luck. People will play it and they'll realize that its story is some hot garbage, but the gameplay looks fantastic. I love how it's integrating like that classic Final Fantasy that we've all been kind of comparing it to, but it also has the sort of bravely default system in it where you can kind of stock up turns and release bigger attacks. And I've also seen people comparing it to Persona in a way, which I think is awesome, because Persona's gameplay is some of the best turn-based RPG gameplay ever created. The whole concept of figuring out an enemy's weakness, exploiting that for like an extra attack or even more damage is just so much fun. It's so rewarding, and I think that it's a great system to be implemented into any turn-based RPG game that comes out ever. It's fantastic. I love it, and I can't wait to play that in Octopath Traveler. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too much on this. The game is going to be good. Oh, almost forgot. Famitsu did release a review of the game a couple days ago, maybe even a week ago at this point, but they all gave it all nines. The way that they do it is 4 reviewers, and they each give it 1 to 10 ratings, and all 4 of the people gave it a 9 out of 10, which is a good sign. However, there is a tendency with reviewers to kind of review the game before they complete it, which is one thing that I really don't like about game reviewers nowadays, is their tendency to do that and kind of either undercut the game or oversell it based on a small amount of time. But that is neither here nor there. Based on reviews, Octopath is doing well, and we all know it's going to be fun. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be a great game. I just hope that the way that the story is structured, they do find some way to connect all 8 of these characters, because that's really what we want to see, right? We don't want to see 8 different mini-stories self-contained in themselves, right? We want to see this big, overarching Final Fantasy VI grandiose story that we remember from those days. Not my days, but those days back then. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any thoughts on Octopath Traveler, if you're watching this after the game has come out, let me know what you think. I'll probably do another video after the game comes out, giving my impressions after I played it for a little bit, because I do think it is going to be a fun game. Like I said, I'm going to play it a lot, for sure. I need to beat Persona 3 by Friday, so that way I can dive full frontal into this game coming out on Friday. Again, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of Octopath Traveler. If you've heard these instances of kind of disconnected stories, let me know down there, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Hey, thanks for watching. Not many people make it this far, but since you did, how about you drop a like and a comment down below telling me what you thought. And, since we both know you're not doing anything right now, how about you hit subscribe and check out my next video over there. Right there. Just click it. It's right there. Go ahead. I'll wait.